Yo, what it do, y'all? Yo, check, I'm gonna get right into this video today. Like, today I want to talk about Alpo Martinez. This guy. He's somewhere in the screen with me. You know I put him in there, right? For all those who don't know. For all those people who don't know, Alpo Martinez was a multiple kilo dealer. And he's from Harlem, New York. He's mostly known... Well, Alpo was known a lot anyway, but I think that he's mostly known from either the internet or the movie Paid in Full. But he was a very popular person when he was alive and running around on the flesh. That's if he's deceased, right? But somebody got in my comments the other day and they said that I was given a view from the movie pardon me. I was given a view from the movie Paid in Full in my video description of him. I don't remember who the person was, and I'm not gonna go tit for tat because I'm not into that bird ass shit. You feel me? But look, I was born and bred in New York City, just for the record. Harlem Hospital. You feel me? Dig me? So that means I ran all through Harlem, and I grew up in Harlem, and I ran through all the boroughs in New York City. You feel me? Dig me? But I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about Alpo Martinez. But to the person that was typing in my comments and talking about I was talking about Paid in Full, AZ knows me. You can ask him right now. So, and AZ is Alpo's right-hand man that's still alive. I didn't personally know Rich Porter, but I seen him mad times. I was up close and personal with them mad times. I just didn't get introduced to Rich. You feel me? I ran these streets in New York, you feel me? And I'm not glorifying that sucker shit that I did back in the days because we elevated to levels so beyond that. You know what I mean? And but I've been in them streets out there, and I've been affiliated with dudes in the streets. But that's nothing to prove, and I'm not trying to wear that as a badge of honor. You feel me? Dig me? But like I was saying, for all the people who don't know, Alpo Martinez was a drug dealer from Harlem. He had two proteges, Richard Porter and AZ FAISON, right? And they all had different personalities if you ever got up close and personal on them. Now, we all know that Alpo was flamboyant, always want to get fly, always the life of the party, always cracking jokes, always pounding somebody out. But he had another side where he could get real aggressive and you could get killed. And he didn't have a problem doing that after a while. From what I heard, on his first joint, he felt a little bit antsy. That's probably anybody who contributed to that type of lifestyle. So you bang something out for the first time, you probably feel however you feel. But what don't kill you, gonna make you stronger. So you're gonna get over it. And then it's only gonna get easier like everything else in life. So I guess that's what happened in Alpo Martinez's case. You feel me? But the reason why I say that, because it's a different situation, right? All right, your man's, or you get into something, you get into a situation, whether it be a physical altercation or you just feel that somebody violated you to where there ain't no coming back from that. And you just happen to indulge in some murder shit. And you did what you did. All right, it's done. Say you got away with it cleanly. All right, it's done. The average person gonna just keep on going with their life and just strive to be productive and strive away from negative areas, especially if they just had to contribute to a murder, right? But it's different when you're a D-rug dealer. Now, get with my linguistics. A D-rug dealer is a drug dealer, right? So that's a street dude. He's not an average civilian. Like an average civilian, you could get into some drama with him, but he could be a dude that work 9 to 5. But that don't gotta be his sucker. You feel me? Don't think that a drug dealer tougher than a dude that work 9 to 5. Don't get that twisted. But only thing, the drug dealer should have more street ties, more than likely. But the dude who work 9 to 5 get into a situation and he feel it can't be no coming back from that. He do what he gotta do. If he don't get caught for what he did, he gonna still work 9 to 5 and be more productive than ever because he got into a situation and he don't want that to haunt him or whatever, right? But a drug dealer, he get into a situation and he bangs something out, more than likely, even if he don't get caught, dudes in the street gonna hear about it. You feel me? Dudes in the street gonna hear about it and they gonna be like, you know, they gonna deal with the street code, so everybody gonna be keeping it quiet. But they gonna know he ain't a dude to be played with, cause he just laid something down. You feel me, dig me? So that's what ended up happening to Alpo. He was doing juxes with Randy Love, allegedly, just for the record. And they went into, allegedly this is what happened, they went into a spot and Alpo looked black like me, but he was Spanish and he knew Spanish mad good. So he would go in there and the Spanish dude would be like, oh, the work is over here or the guns is over here or whatever he was saying. They were saying, and they saying it in Spanish because they think it's two black dudes, but it's Alpo and he's Spanish. So anyway, when they go back up there to get some stuff and they go back up there to rob them acting like they're going to get some stuff, he already know where the guns is at. He already know where they put the work because they thought that he didn't understand Spanish. You feel me? So he was catching them out there a lot of times like that, him and Randy Love, allegedly. So one time, something went wrong and he had to lay a dude down and he put a pillow over his head and he allegedly clapped him in the head. And that's supposed to be Alpo's first body. But let's talk 13 bodies later. All right. We all know that Alpo Martinez killed what some people say was his best friend, Richard Porter. I'm not going to say that him and Rich didn't have a relationship. And I got videos on this. So if you want to go check out my playlist, check out my Alpo playlist and check out my Alpo and Associate playlist. And then you can see the videos where I got Alpo and Rich Porter were not best friends. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people misinterpret friendship, association for friendship. Associate is just somebody you associate with. Hi, how you doing? Whatever. Or you might make a drug dealer with him or whatever. But that's not your friend. You might know some dudes in your projects. Y'all set it up for a couple of years. But that ain't your friend. You feel me? A friend is somebody you can always depend on. A friend is somebody who's always there for you. So that's why I say him and Rich wasn't friends. Because, okay, let's look at that situation. They say that Alpo Martinez, right? Him and, this from Alpo's own mouth. And y'all can go check it on the internet. From Alpo's own words, they said, so why you kill Richard? He said, Richard, there was a certain situation and, like, he had got some work. And, like, it wasn't uncommon for me to give Richard $1 million or Richard to give me $1 million and I go get the work. Or he take the $1 million and he go get the work. So, it's alleged from Alpo that Rich ended up going to get the work, right? And then it's alleged from Alpo that the joints were supposed to be like 11,000 each, meaning kilos, just for the record, so y'all can stay with me. But the kilos were supposed to be 11,000 each, and he gave Rich $1 million, and Rich took $1 million, so they're going with $2 million to re-up. So Rich went to see the plug this time. Alpo wasn't with him, because according to Alpo, they was both handling it different times. So it was Rich's turn to handle it. So he went to go get the twerk or whatever, and when he went to go get the work, he charged Alpo 13 for each joint. So Alpo ran into the connect and he was like, yo, son, what up? You said you gonna touch me and da-da-da. And then the dude was like, yo, I gave your man that. He was like, what? You ain't give my man that? He was like, son, I gave your man that. Them joints was round. And Alpo said, damn, I remembered. Them kilos was round. And so he said to the connect, don't say nothing. We never had this conversation. And then he went to Rich and he was like, where you got that work from? Da, da, da. And Rich was like, I got it from my connect, according to Alpo. But Alpo said his connect already told him that he gave that to Rich. So that put a sour taste in his mouth. That's understandable from a drug dealer's perspective. I'm not saying kill your man, but that's definitely understandable. Now check it out. So then he found out that the numbers wasn't right. That he was supposed to get them joints for 11, but Rich charged him 2,000 extra on each. Let's pause that for a minute. Let's look at it from different perspectives. Now, I heard it from AZ perspective. AZ said, all right, maybe Rich did do that. But Rich ain't in the drug game for nothing, so he had to make a couple of dollars, and Alpo still made money off it, still made extra money. If you charged him 13 and this nigga made 18 in DC or 20, he did all right on each joint, right? Okay, but let's look at it from Alpo perspective. Alpo said, yo, I thought this was my brother. I thought this was my man. If you do some shit like that to me now, what would he do down the line? Being I've been in the streets, I'm kind of siding with Alpo on that shit. Not saying kill your man again, but we definitely got to have a conversation, and you definitely got to reimburse my money. If them joints was 11 and you my man and you give me $1 million and I take $1 million from you and I go do the right thing and I give you all your work and your shit right, give me the same common courtesy. You feel me? Dig me? But that's just looking at it from my perspective, a nigga that been in the streets. You feel me? Dig me? But y'all get in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Whether you think that Alpo was wrong on that perspective of it. And we all know the story. Alpo ended up coming up with Big Head Gary. And they got Rich into a van right after his little brother had got kidnapped. And I hate getting to this part because Rich seemed like a good dude and it's black on black crime and it get real ugly in these streets, you feel me, dig me? But this is what it is. This is what we come to, you feel me? So, look, they got his man, who he said was his brother, into the van. And Alpo gave Gary the nod. He was sitting in the back of Rich and he clicked him and he clapped him. You know what I mean? And Rich died and they dumped his body at Orchard Beach and you know the rest of the story, so I ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, my name is LASHEIM the God. I got a channel called Keep Low. I do videos on street legends and I drop knowledge for the gods, earths, and the babies. And I drop knowledge that'll help you elevate your life. So tap in with me and just rock out with the channel Keep Low. You feel me, dig me? Y'all see I'm rocking the paddock today. Yo, holla at your boy. Peace, I'm gone.